Hello, friends. Welcome back to Miss Ashley's Pre-K, right here in Miss Ashley's living room. How is everybody feeling today? Can you give me a long sentence that tells me how you're feeling today? I am feeling fantastic. For all of you that are feeling good feelings, positive feelings, I'm so happy for you. For those of you that are feeling not so great feelings, don't forget, you can always take a rainbow breath or count to 10 if you're having some not great feelings. And you can also go to a grown-up and tell them how you feel. Today, we are continuing to learn all about outer space and the things in outer space that you can see here on Earth and the things in outer space that you cannot see from here on Earth. We're going to start our lessons all this week singing our first song that I know we all know, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Can you sing that song with me? Ready, set, go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Great job if you tried singing with me, friends. Kiss your brains. Awesome. Now, for those of you that are watching this video before our Zoom, you haven't seen what you're going to see. And those of you that are watching this video after Zoom, you'll know what I'm talking about. During our Zoom session today, we are going to meet an astronaut named Buzz Aldrin. Not only did he go into a spaceship and fly to outer space, he landed on the moon and walked on it too. Would you ever want to go to the moon? Would you choose to walk on it or just look at it? So today we are going to see another friend that is going to walk on the moon. His name is Nicholas, and he's right here in this book. This book is called Space Boy by Leo Landry, and it's one of Miss Ashley's favorite space books. So let's read it. The moon shined brightly as Nicholas readied for bed. This is what he could hear. Wah, wah, wah! His baby sister crying in her crib. Woof, woof, woof! The dog barking to be let out. News, sports, blah, blah, blah! And the radio blaring on the front porch. Even the noises from his neighborhood floated through his open window. Too loud, thought Nicholas, holding his ears, and I'm not going to bed. In that moment, Nicholas made a decision. Friends, Nicholas is feeling one of those not great feelings. He's feeling frustrated and angry because of all the noise around him. Have you ever felt that way? What did you do to make yourself feel better? Or did someone help you feel better? He tiptoed quietly to the kitchen. He packed 2 cheese and tomato sandwiches, 1 bottle of water, a bunch of grapes, and a cookie. He fit the food nicely into his lunchbox along with a napkin. Next, Nicholas got dressed. First, he climbed into his spacesuit. Then he put on his space boots. At last, he put on his space helmet. Nicholas read his list aloud to make sure he was ready. Spacesuit, check. Space boots, check. Helmet, check. How is Nicholas making himself feel better? Where do you think Nicholas is going to go? Then Nicholas walked outside to the backyard and climbed into his rocket. Do you have a spaceship in your backyard? I don't. He strapped himself in and prepared to take off. Nicholas knew exactly which buttons to push and when to push them. Count with me, friends. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off, he shouted. The rocket soared into space. Nicholas turned and looked out the window. Below, he could see the noisy world slowly fall away. Above, he saw the moon. Almost there, he thought. Where is Nicholas going? To the moon. The rocket touched down gently on the lunar surface. Nicholas opened the hatch, climbed down the ladder, and stepped onto the cold, dusty landscape. It was so quiet on the moon. This is what Nicholas could not hear. His baby sister crying, the dog barking, and the radio blaring. How nice, thought Nicholas. He spread out his blanket and unpacked his snack. The lack of gravity was a problem. The tomato slices rose softly into the atmosphere. They looked as big and round as the earth as they slowly floated away. Friends, in outer space, everything floats. There is no gravity. Gravity is what makes things fall down and stick to the ground on Earth. We don't float around, do we? Nope, because of gravity. Can you say gravity? Gravity. Your turn. Gravity. Gravity is what makes everything fall down and stick to the earth. Nicholas held onto his sandwich and ate what was left. He ate his grapes, took a sip of water, and saved his cookie for last. Delicious, he said to himself. When he had finished, Nicholas went for a moonwalk. He bounced across huge craters and scaled miniature mountains. The beautiful blue earth appeared behind every peak, silent and peaceful. Friends, what do you see up there in space? Earth. Very good. You see Earth. As Nicholas walked, he looked back at his footprints in the soft lunar surface. Just like footprints on the beach, he thought, remembering how he had helped his baby sister take her very first steps towards the ocean in the cool, wet sand. Nicholas continued his walk. The vast, wide-open spaces on the moon reminded him of his dog. Wouldn't he just love to run and run and run with no end in sight? Nicholas thought, though he would probably miss the green grass in our yard. And seeing the earth again, Nicholas remembered those warm summer nights when his family sat out on the porch in the light of the full moon. This moon. Friends, I think Nicholas is starting to miss being home. His moonwalk had brought him back to his spaceship. Back up the ladder went Nicholas. He climbed through the hatch and strapped himself in. Count with me, friends. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off, he shouted. The rocket soared into space. Nicholas could see the craters and valleys of the silent moon slowly falling away. Ahead, he saw Earth. Soon the rocket touched down gently in his backyard. Nicholas opened the hatch, climbed down the ladder, and stepped onto the moonlit grass. What do you see in space now? The moon. He went into his room, took off his spacesuit, his space helmet, and his space boots. He tiptoed gently down the hallway. This is what Nicholas could see. His baby sister sleeping in her crib. Zzz. The dog curled snugly in his bed. And his parents sitting together on the porch listening to the radio. It was a lovely evening in his neighborhood. I'm ready for bed now, Nicholas told his parents. Good night. Good night, Nicholas, said his parents. It was good to be home. So friends, would you ever go in a spaceship and travel to the moon? Would you ever walk on the moon? Or would you just look at it from your spaceship? Or would you like to just stay here on Earth and try to look at it through a telescope or up in the sky one day while you're outside in the backyard and just look up and see it? What would you do? So this week, we are going to do some activities with moon rocks. Do you have moon rocks at home? You do. You just don't know it yet. So Miss Ashley is going to use tin foil to make her moon rocks. You could use tin foil or construction paper or regular paper to make moon rocks. Making moon rocks is easy. That's how you make a moon rock. And you're all done. Some activities you can do with your moon rocks is moon rock counting. If you have dice at home, 1 or 2, you can roll the dice, look at the numbers or the dots, and that's how many moon rocks you can go and find. 1, 2. 2 moon rocks. So I can go and pick up 1, 2. Don't forget, to start the game, you have to throw the moon rocks all around the room. Make sure it's okay with mommy or daddy or your grown-up first. But you throw the moon rocks around the room, you roll the die, and then you collect that many moon rocks. Another fun game you can play with moon rocks is Moon Rock Mystery. In Moon Rock Mystery, you are going to hide something inside your moon rock. You are going to hide a letter or a number. These letters and numbers could be magnetic letters and numbers from puzzles, or just pieces of paper that have letters or numbers on them. Then you throw them around the room again. And you have to go and collect your moon rocks. Every time you get a moon rock, I want you to open it up and see what letter or number is inside and tell your family what letter or number is inside your moon rock. Another thing we are going to do is Miss Ashley sent a worksheet that says, if I went to space, what would I bring? Nicholas brought a sandwich, a cookie, a blanket to space with him. What would you bring to space? I think Miss Ashley would bring my favorite turtle blanket, and maybe I would bring Zoom to keep me company, and then of course a pair of fuzzy socks to keep my feet warm. What would you bring? You can either draw pictures of the things that you would bring, or maybe you can collect the things you would bring to space and have mommy take a picture of you so that you can send it to Miss Ashley that says, these are the things I would bring to space. Do you think you can do some of those things? I think you can. So friends, until next time, we're going to keep learning about space. So for today, we will end our lesson with our new song. If you don't know the words, that's okay. We are still all learning it. Remember, Miss Ashley even has the words to help me learn it, and that's okay. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. The planets spin around the sun, around the sun, around the sun. The planets spin around the sun. We live on Earth. The sun is found in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. The sun is found in the middle. It keeps us warm. The moon spins around the earth, around the earth, around the earth. The moon spins around the earth. We see it at night. The stars are twinkling far away, far away, far away. The stars are twinkling far away. Make a wish. Friends, you can practice that song at home. And it helps us remember what the moon, the stars, the sun, and the planets do. The planets move around the sun. The sun is in the middle. And we live here on Earth. The moon moves around the Earth. All the way around. and the stars twinkle far away. Okay, friends, it was wonderful seeing you again. Miss you lots and love you bunches. Mwah!